Hello Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. Telangana discoms have a debt of over 81,516 rupees crore. The Congress government in Telangana released a white paper on the power sector terming the financial health of the power utilities disquieting. The accumulated losses of DISCOMs were put at 62,461 crore rupees as of 31st October 2023. The white paper tabled by Deputy Chief Minister Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka showed that the discoms have a debt burden of 81,516 crore rupees as of 31st October 2023. Of the total debts incurred by the power sector, 30,406 crore rupees was meant for a working capital loan to pay to power generators. Apart from it, discoms owed 28,673 crore rupees as generation and transmission charges. The white paper further said that the main reason why the discoms were facing so many difficulties in electricity procurement was dues of 28,842 crore rupees which have not been paid by various departments of the state government for years. Out of this total arrears, the arrears of the irrigation department alone amount to 14,193 crore rupees. Apart from this, the burden of 14,928 crore rupees which the previous government had promised to pay to the discoms under the actual adjustment costs of power purchase further weakened the financial position of the discoms, the white paper said.
Adhyaksha, విద్యుత్ పై శ్వేతపత్రం రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి ఈరోజు సభలో అందరికి ఇవ్వాలనేటువంటి ఆలోచనతోనే ఈ షార్ట్ డిస్కషన్ ఈరోజు తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది అధ్యక్ష. రాష్ట్రానికి సంబంధించినంతవరకు అన్ని రంగాలు ఏ రంగం అభివృద్ధి చెందాలన్నా అవసరమైనటువంటి విద్యుత్ పైన, విద్యుత్ ఉత్పత్తి పైన, ఆ విద్యుత్తులో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇబ్బందులపైన, వాటన్నిటిపైన కూడా ఈ సభకి అలాగే ఈ రాష్ట్ర ప్రజలకు కూడా వాస్తవ పరిస్థితులు తెలియాలనేటువంటి ఆలోచనతోనే ఈ శ్వేతపత్రాన్ని ఈరోజు ప్రవేశపెడతా ఉన్నాం అధ్యక్ష.
TS government to order judicial inquiry into power purchase agreements. The Telangana government will order a judicial inquiry into power purchase agreements with Chhattisgarh as well as construction of the Bhadradri and Yadadri thermal power plants by the previous BRS government. Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy made the announcement Thursday. During a short discussion on the power sector in the Assembly, Revanth Reddy said his government is willing to set up an all-party fact-finding committee to look into the 24-hour free power supply initiative of the BRS regime. A white paper on Telangana power sector, tabled by the Congress government in the House said the accumulated losses of Telangana discoms stood at 62,461 crore rupees as of 31st March 2023 while the debt has mounted to 81,516 crore rupees as on October 2023. Reacting to a challenge thrown by former Energy Minister G. Jagdish Reddy, the Chief Minister would appoint a judicial inquiry into power purchase agreements with Chhattisgarh as well as construction of the Bhadradri and Yadadri thermal power plants by the previous BRS government. The Chief Minister said that the power purchase agreements with Chhattisgarh were cinched without following the procedure. When the Congress members raised the issue in Assembly during the BRS regime, they were sent out using marshals. The government signed agreements with Chhattisgarh for 1,000 megawatts imposed an additional burden of 1,362 crore rupees on the state exchequer.
ఏ రకంగా గత ప్రభుత్వము ఆర్థిక ప్రయోజనాల కోసము వినియోగించుకున్నదో ఈ అంశాలు ఈ రోజు బయటికి రావాల్సి ఉన్నది. ఛత్తీస్గఢ్ ఒప్పందం మన రాష్ట్రంలో విద్యుత్ ఉత్పత్తి సరిపోవడం లేదు, అత్యవసరంగా మన అవసరాలు తీర్చాల్సిన అవసరం ఉన్నది. కాబట్టి ఏ టెండర్లు లేకుండానే డైరెక్ట్ గా మేము ఆ ఛత్తీస్గఢ్ ప్రభుత్వానికి సంబంధించిన ప్రభుత్వ సంస్థతో తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం డిస్కాంలు ఒప్పందం చేసుకుంటున్నాయని ఆ రోజు ఇదే సభలో ఈ ఒప్పందాలతో వేల కోట్ల రూపాయల భారం పడబోతుంది, ఈ భారాన్ని తెలంగాణ ప్రజలు భరించలేని పరిస్థితికి దారితీస్తుంది, ఈఆర్సీ ముందల మేము ఫిర్యాదులు చేయడమే కాకుండా మా వాదనలు వినిపించినాం. ఈ సభలో ఆనాటి ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రశేఖరరావు గారికి మేము చెప్పే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తే మార్షల్స్ను పెట్టి మమ్మల్ని బయటికి గెంటేసి ఆ రోజు ఛత్తీస్గఢ్తోని తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఒప్పందం చేసుకుంది. మీకు ఎలాంటి ఉద్దేశాలు ఉన్నాయో నాకు తెలియదు, ఆ ఉద్దేశాలు ఈరోజు విచారణతో బయటికి రావాలి. కాబట్టి రేపు జరగబోయే జ్యుడిషియల్ ఎంక్వైరీలో ఛత్తీస్గఢ్తో తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం చేసుకున్న ఒప్పందాల మీద 100% విచారణకు ఆదేశిస్తున్నాము. నేను సూటిగా 3 అంశాలను ప్రస్తావించదలుచుకున్నా. మాజీ మంత్రి జగదీశ్వర్ రెడ్డి గారు ప్రభుత్వానికే సవాల్ విసిరిండ్రు. మీరు విచారణకు ఆదేశించండి, మేము సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నామని. నేను వారిని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా స్వాగతిస్తున్నా. జ్యుడిషియల్ ఎంక్వైరీ చేయడానికి ప్రభుత్వం సిద్ధంగా ఉంది. వారే కోరుకున్నప్పుడు వాస్తవాలను సభ ముందు పెట్టిన తర్వాత మాజీ మంత్రి గారు ఏదైతే జ్యుడిషియల్ ఎంక్వైరీ కోరుకున్నారో తప్పకుండా తమరి అనుమతి ద్వారా సభలోనే నేను ప్రకటన చేస్తున్నా. 3 అంశాల మీద జ్యుడిషియల్ ఎంక్వైరీకి మా ప్రభుత్వం సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నది అని చెప్పి ఈ సందర్భంగా తెలియజేస్తూ,
Minister for Roads and Buildings Komtireddy Venkat Reddy and former Minister for NAG Jagdish Reddy engaged in a heated exchange of word on Telangana over white paper on the power sector. Countering the Jagdish Reddy's comments that the previous BRS government provided 24 hours power to the agriculture sector and created 1 lakh rupees plus assets, Venkat Reddy alleged that there was a huge corruption in Yadadri Thermal Power Project and former minister looted 10,000 crore rupees. Venkat Reddy alleged that taking up the Yadadri Thermal Power Project without tenders itself is a big scam. Reacting to Venkat Reddy allegations, Jagdish Reddy demanded that the Congress government order an inquiry into Venkat Reddy's allegations also. He made it clear that he is ready to face any inquiry. He said that there is no truth in Venkat Reddy's allegations.
ఆ రోజుకు విద్యుత్ ఏముంది, ఇవాళ ఏముంది? ఇవాళ భారతదేశం మొత్తంలో అన్ని రాష్ట్రాలు కలుపుకుంటే అన్ని రాష్ట్రాలు 24 గంటల విద్యుత్తును అన్ని రంగాల వినియోగదారులకు అందించిన ఏకైక రాష్ట్రం తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం మాత్రమే అధ్యక్ష. ఈ రోజుకు కూడా ఇది నేను చెప్పిన విషయం కాదు అధ్యక్ష. నీతి ఆయోగ్ తన స్టేట్ ఎనర్జీ అండ్ క్లైమేట్ ఇండెక్స్ రౌండ్ 1లో 2022లో ప్రకటించిన విషయం అధ్యక్ష. ఆనాటికి సమైక్య ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో 2014 నాటికి 17,000 మెగావాట్ల విద్యుత్ సామర్థ్యం ఉంటే ఇవాళ తెలంగాణ ఒకటే 18,000 పైన విద్యుత్ సామర్థ్యం కలిగి ఉందనే విషయాన్ని కూడా నీతి ఆయోగ్ 2020లో చెప్పింది అధ్యక్ష, 22లో చెప్పింది అధ్యక్ష.
వీరు మంత్రిగా ఉండే ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ మినిస్టర్గా వీరు చేసిన ఘన కార్యాలకు అధ్యక్ష 29,000 కోట్లతోని యాదాద్రి పవర్ ప్లాంటు 4,000 మెగావాట్తో స్టార్ట్ చేసిన అధ్యక్ష. 9 సంవత్సరాలు స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి 29,000 కోట్లతోని పిఎఫ్సి వాళ్ళు 16,000 కోట్లు ఇచ్చిన అధ్యక్ష. ఇస్తే దాని నామినేషన్ మీద దేశ చరిత్ర ప్రపంచ చరిత్రలో అతిపెద్ద కుంభకోణం 29,000 కోట్లది బిహెచ్ఎల్ మీద నామినేషన్ ఇద్దా అధ్యక్ష. బిహెచ్ఎల్ నామినేషన్ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత అదే దాని మీద నేను జార్ఖండ్ జెన్కోలో టెండర్ అయితే అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి డాక్యుమెంట్ తెచ్చి అధ్యక్ష తెప్పిస్తే వారికి మనకు ఎంత వ్యత్యాసం ఉందంటే 6,000 కోట్లు డిఫరెన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అధ్యక్ష. జెన్కో కూడా టెండర్ పిలవాలి, బిహెచ్ఎల్ కూడా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసింది అక్కడ జార్ఖండ్లో. అప్పుడు అడిగిన అసెంబ్లీలో ఉండి అడిగితే దాన్ని మాట్లాడలే. దాంట్లో పెద్ద స్కామ్ జరిగింది. వీరి పాత్ర కూడా చాలా ఉంది ఇలా. ఈయన పాత్ర 10,000 కోట్లు తిన్నాడు అలా. నేను ఇంకోటి చెప్తున్నా అధ్యక్ష, ఇది ఆన్ రికార్డ్ చెప్తున్నా, నేను ఇవన్నీ కూడా సాక్షాత్తుగా ప్రూవ్ చేస్తా. ఇది 50,000 కోట్లు పెరిగింది అధ్యక్ష. ఇప్పుడు
Congress government will give boost to industries. Minister for Irrigation and Civil Supplies in Uttam Kumar Reddy on Thursday asserted that the Congress government is poised to elevate the industries, information technology, and related sectors to unprecedented levels in Telangana. Delivering the inaugural address at the Hyderabad Business Seminar, themed Promotion of Trade between US and Telangana, organized by the Confederation of Indian Industries and American Telugu Association, ATA, at T-Hub on Thursday, Uttam Kumar Reddy reaffirmed the commitment to driving Telangana's economic landscape to new heights. Highlighting the legacy of the previous Congress government between 2004 to 2014, he underscored the pivotal role it played in developing global infrastructure in Hyderabad, attracting investments from leading companies worldwide. He said Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, 160 kilometers long outer ring road, PV Narasimha Rao Expressway corridor, and other infrastructure projects executed by the Congress government. The minister outlined the government's vision to set ambitious targets for the advancement of industries, innovation, and information technology. He announced plans to promote these sectors in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, alongside developing new infrastructure and fortifying existing structures. He emphasized that the government's focus is not only on Hyderabad but also on ensuring equitable development across all regions of Telangana. Jagan distributes tabs to children in tribal village. Celebrating his birthday in the tribal region with students, Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy formally launched the distribution of tabs to Class 8 students here on Thursday. He kicked off distribution of tabs in Chintalapalli village in Alluri Seetramraju district. Addressing a large public meeting of school children and their parents, the Chief Minister emphasized need to secure the children. The government has been spending huge amounts on educational reforms to turn the students into global competitors. The distribution of tabs worth 620 crore rupees to 4,34,285 students will take place in the next 10 days across the state, and MLAs, school teachers and education department officials will oversee the distribution in every mandal. He said that each tab is worth 33,000 rupees and the Biju's content is worth 15 rupees, 500. He reiterated that investment in education would increase efficiency and productivity. The study material-loaded tabs would guide the students as tutors and change their future for good. Brushing aside the false propaganda of the opposition and its friendly media, Jagan Mohan Reddy said that his government has brought in revolutionary changes in the education sector, which is yielding good results. Later addressing a huge public meeting here, the Chief Minister said that the pro-TDP media has been churning out false stories publishing downgraded content as it is envious of the popularity of the government and YSRCP. TDP Chief N. Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan have been opposing distribution of tabs, he said, and questioned if the children from the poor families are not eligible to acquire modern knowledge.
పేద పిల్లల చదువుల మీద దేశ చరిత్రలో ఏ ఒక్క ప్రభుత్వం కూడా పెట్టినంత దృష్టి పెట్టిన ప్రభుత్వం పేద తల్లిదండ్రుల తరపున వారి బిడ్డల భవిష్యత్ కోసం ఈ మార్పులు తీసుకువస్తున్న మనందరి ప్రభుత్వం మీద మీరే చూస్తా ఉన్నారు. దుర్బుద్ధితో దురుద్దేశాలతో ఎలాంటి బురద పూస్తున్నారో మీరే చూస్తా ఉన్నారు. ఓ దత్తపుత్రుడు ఎంతగా దిగజారి మాట్లాడుతా ఉన్నారు అనంటే చెడిపోతున్నారట. పిల్లలకు ట్యాబులు అని నన్ను ప్రతిరోజు పని కట్టుకొని నా మీద విమర్శలు చేస్తా ఉన్నా ఇంతగా దిగజారి మాట్లాడకండి అని మీరందరికీ కూడా చెప్తా ఉన్నా.
In a collaborative effort to ensure child safety, Andhra University Law College and the Vishakhapatnam Police Department hosted a unique moot court presentation program on the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. The event brought together law students, faculty members, and police officers to raise awareness and highlight the importance of collective action in protecting children from abuse. Police Commissioner A. Ravi Shankar, the keynote speaker, emphasized the need for combined efforts in safeguarding children. He expressed his commitment to working closely with young people and organizing similar programs in the future. Recognizing the crucial role of law students, he urged them to act with social responsibility and use their legal expertise to combat child abuse. Shankar acknowledged the challenges faced by today's youth, including the pressure to pursue corporate careers. However, he stressed the importance of finding fulfillment in serving underprivileged communities. Lok Sabha on Thursday passed a bill to establish a new mechanism for the appointment of chief election commissioners and election commissioners. The bill was passed even as the India bloc took out a march in Delhi to protest against the suspension of several MPs from both houses of parliament. The new bill has dropped the Chief Justice of India from the selection committee. Earlier, the Rajya Sabha had approved the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners' appointment, conditions of service and term of office bill 2023. During the discussion on the legislation in Lok Sabha, Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal said the 1991 Act on the Service Conditions of Top Poll Officers was a half-baked attempt and the present bill covered the areas left out by the previous legislation. The bill was then passed by a voice vote. According to the new bill, Courts are prohibited from entertaining civil or criminal proceedings against a current or an ex-CEC or EC for acts done or words spoken in the discharge of official duty or function. The biggest concession made by the government is to retain the status of the CEC and the ECs on par with judges of the Supreme Court, following protests by opposition parties and former chief election commissioners.
सैलरी कंडीशन ऑफ सर्विसेज के बारे में क्या होगा? सैलरी तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज के बराबर, कंडीशन ऑफ सर्विसेज ये राष्ट्रपति निर्धारित करेंगे। एक क्लॉज 15A में न्यू एक क्लॉज जोड़ा इस ऑफिशियल अमेंडमेंट के माध्यम से कि जो चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर या अदर इलेक्शन कमिश्नर होंगे वो अपनी ड्यूटी करते समय कोई ऐसा आदेश पारित करेंगे तो उसके खिलाफ एक प्रोटेक्शन होगा कि सीईसी और ईसी अपनी ड्यूटी करते समय कोई कार्रवाई संपादित करेंगे तो ऐसे प्रकरणों में उन पर कोर्ट पे कोई कार्रवाई नहीं होगी, ये प्रोटेक्शन होगा। इस तरह के ऑफिशियल अमेंडमेंट मैं लेकर के आया हूं। मैं चाहूंगा कि ये एग्जीक्यूटिव का एक बड़ा काम था और संविधान निर्माताओं ने आर्टिकल 50 में भी सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर, एग्जीक्यूटिव का वर्क एग्जीक्यूटिव करे, जुडिशरी का वर्क जुडिशरी करे, लेजिस्लेटिव का वर्क लेजिस्लेटिव करे, इस दिशा में एक बढ़ता हुआ कदम है, प्रोग्रेसिव लॉ है। मैं चाहूंगा कि चर्चा के बाद इसको सर्वसम्मति से पास करने का मैं अनुरोध भी करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
The Telecommunications Bill 2023 was approved by the Rajya Sabha through a voice vote. It was passed by the Lok Sabha on Wednesday after a short debate. The bill seeks to allow the government to temporarily take control of telecom services in the interest of national security and provide a non-auction route for the allocation of satellite spectrum. It also allows the centre to take possession of a telecom network in case of any public emergency or in the interest of public safety. Besides, it provides for stopping transmission and intercepting messages in case of public emergency in the interest of the public to prevent incitement for committing offence. According to the bill, the press messages of correspondence accredited to the centre or state governments shall not be intercepted or detained unless their transmission has been prohibited under rules applicable to public emergency and public order. Replying to the debate, Communications Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said the Telecommunications Bill 2023 is being brought keeping in mind the aspirations of the new India to replace to colonial-era laws.
That the Telecommunications Bill 2023, as passed by Lok Sabha, be taken into consideration. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. We shall now take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. Clauses 2 to 62 stand part of the bill. Those in favor will please say aye. Those against will please say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. Clauses 2 to 62 are adopted.
3 more opposition members were suspended from the Lok Sabha on Thursday, taking the total number of suspensions from the lower house of parliament to a record 100. With this, the total number of MPs suspended for unruly behaviour from the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha stands at an unprecedented 146 since 14th December. In the Lok Sabha, while 97 MPs were suspended for the remainder of the session, 3 were removed from the services of the House pending a report of the House Privileges Committee. Removal from the services of the House is the official term used for suspension. The Lok Sabha was adjourned sine die, indefinitely, on Thursday, a day ahead of schedule.
That this House, having taken serious note of the grave misconduct of Sri C. Thomas and Sri M. Arif MPs in utter disregard to the House and the authority of the Chair through display of the placards and entering into the well of the House, and having been named by the Chair, resolve that the above mentioned members may be suspended for the service of the House for the remainder session under Rule 37.
Pickpocket jibe. HC asked EC to take action against Rahul. The Delhi High Court on Thursday asked the Election Commission of India to take a decision as expeditiously as possible, preferably within 8 weeks, on a notice it has issued to Congress leader Rahul Gandhi for his alleged pickpocket jibe at Prime Minister Narendra Modi made during a speech delivered last month. The court was hearing a public interest litigation seeking action against Gandhi as well as formulation of guidelines to prevent such malpractice by political leaders. A bench headed by Acting Chief Justice Manmohan observed that although the alleged statements are not in good taste, the Election Commission (EC) was examining the matter and has even issued a notice to Gandhi. The court noted that in the notice sent on 23 November, the poll panel itself said it will take appropriate action in the matter. Petitioner Bharat Nagar told the High Court that Gandhi made a speech on 22 November levelling heinous allegations against individuals holding highest governmental positions, including the Prime Minister, and referred to him as a pickpocket. Telangana hardly exploits potential of wind power, solar power and hydropower. As per various surveys, in the state of Telangana, there is a potential of 54,717 megawatts of wind power, 20,410 megawatts of solar power and 3,900 megawatts of hydropower. Against this, the installed capacity, as on 30th November 2023, is 128 megawatts of wind power, 4,713 megawatts of solar power, and 2,496 megawatts of hydropower. Minister of Energy R.K. Singh in Lok Sabha said, the Government of India has undertaken several major initiatives to promote expansion of renewable energy capacity in the country, including in the state of Telangana. Responding to Ranjit Reddy's question, Centre said, waiver of interstate transmission system, ISTS, charges for interstate sale of solar and wind power for projects to be commissioned by 30th June 2025 and graded ISTS charges. This apart the declaration of trajectory for renewable purchase obligation, RPO, up to the year 2030 and launch of new schemes and programs, including development of solar parks and ultra-mega solar power projects scheme, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan Mahabhiyan Yojana, PM Kusum, Grid-Connected Solar Rooftop Program, CPSU Scheme Phase 2, Government Producer Scheme, Production-Linked Incentive Scheme under National Program on High-Efficiency Solar PV Modules, National Bioenergy Program, Renewable Energy Research and Technology Development, RIATD, Program, schemes for incentives on electrolyzer manufacturing and green hydrogen production under the National Green Hydrogen Mission. Other initiatives include setting up of ultra-mega renewable energy parks to provide land and transmission to redevelopers on a plug-and-play basis, laying off new transmission lines and creating new substation capacity for evacuation of renewable power. He said that government has issued orders that power shall be dispatched against letter of credit, LC, or advance payment to ensure timely payment by distribution licensees to regenerators. A 22-year-old medical student from Andhra Pradesh died in an accident in the US. Sheikh Jahira Naz, who was doing MS in physiotherapy, died in Chicago due to gas leak in a car in which she was traveling. According to information received by her family at Prasadampadu on the outskirts of Vijayawada, she fell unconscious along with the car driver due to the gas leak. She was shifted to a hospital, where doctors declared her brought dead. The incident occurred on Wednesday. Jahira, who completed degree in physiotherapy in a college in Vijayawada, had gone to the US in August this year for MS. The family has appealed to the center and state governments to help in bringing home the body. Police are appealing for information after the body of a 23-year-old missing Indian student was found in Canary Wharf in East London on Thursday. Gurashman Singh Bhatia was reported missing after a night out with friends on Thursday 14 December. His body was found by police divers in the water in South Key 6 days later on Wednesday afternoon. Scotland Yard is now appealing for help piecing together his last known movements. Gurashman, from India, was studying in London. He was last seen on CCTV in the South Key area at around on Friday following a night out. Police launched a major investigation, viewing CCTV, interviewing witnesses, and analyzing phone and financial data. Specialist officers carried out searches in the water around Canary Wharf and found a man's body on Wednesday. Although formal identification has not yet taken place, Gurishman's family has been informed, said a Met Police spokesperson. The Met on Wednesday issued a CCTV image showing Gurishman on the night he was last seen. Detective Chief Superintendent James Conway, responsible for local policing in Tower Hamlets, said that this is an extremely tragic outcome. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.